morning, good morning, good morning. All good, buddy? Hi. Tell him, T-Bird, tell him. Morning, ladies and gents. Boy, keep it up. Good morning, Mama. How we doing, Big Mama? No babies? Oh, no babies. Come on, Big Mama. A little update on Big Mama here. She still has not had any piglets. So basically what we're assuming is the dates that we originally had, she did not get pregnated. But we've had her in with Boots ever since they got here about 3 months ago, all the way until basically about 2 weeks ago, right before she was to give birth. So she should be pregnant now. The unfortunate part is we really have such a wide range of dates that we just kind of have to be on guard all the way up to that last 3 months out from the last day that Boots was with her. So we shall see. She is definitely getting bigger. She's definitely getting much friendlier with me. She's a little gun shy with the camera. She'll take marshmallows out of my hands, and she's just a great little piggy pig. But we're all just waiting on piglets. Yes, we are. You're gonna have them? All right. I'll leave you alone so you can eat your breakfast. Come on, kitty. Go, girl. Good job, Butters. Good girl. I forgot to close the gate. That would get ugly. And all you hoodlum sisters coming in here, disturbing the peace. Just slinging it everywhere. All right, you ready to do this thing? You know, when it was winter time and we were milking, if you're new to our channel, this is our first year with an actual dairy goat that is actually in milk. We got her back in the winter, so all of ours will be in milk because we're going to breed them in the fall. So after that, we'll have quite a few that we're milking. But anyways, back to what I was trying to get at. We started milking in the winter, and I was like, man, it'll be nice come summertime when it's not so cold doing this. Now she warms you up because it's really warm anyway, so that wasn't a big deal, but it was just the fact of it being cold. But I think I like milking in the wintertime a lot better. There's no flies, there's no sweat, none of that action. So I think I'm kind of looking forward to the fall temps again. But I'm sure when winter comes and it's below freezing, I'm gonna be like, I wish it was summer milking. Isn't that right, Dolly? Thank you for the sniffy kisses. See you, Dolly. morning? Oh, man, we had a bad storm roll through last night too. So it's very humid. Everything's wet and they get hot fast. So we have to check out the garden. He shoots. Oh, I made it and scared the bejesus out of the cat. I never make it, do I, Butters? Okay, morning chores done, and like I mentioned, we had a pretty rough storm roll through, so we got to go assess the damage and see what we need to do to get it fixed. So from an initial shot, doesn't look like it was too bad. Couple things that I noticed right off the get-go. These tomatillos, the one stick isn't the best thing for this. I can see some sort of cage being our next year project, but it definitely pushed those over, so I need to tie those up. Over here at the corn, it didn't get them all, but some are leaning, like right here. So I got to re-hill those up. A couple of the pepper plants are leaning over, so I need to re-hill them. But these tomatoes all look good. Look like they all held. And look, y'all, that's a terracotta that is ripened. That's an orange jazz that is ripened. Most everything over here on the cherries look good. The Tigger melons are looking good. Honeydew. These peppers all seem fine. That one's a little leany, so I need to get it up. And then the okra looks good, which the okra is so nice because it has such a thick stalk. The high winds just really hardly ever bother it. But I think our biggest issue is going to be back there. So I'm seeing a lot of branches down. Hopefully they're just bent and I can just retie them up. But kind of what we're doing with this area is we're really just, it's an experiment zone on letting tomatoes do their thing, minimal pruning, minimal tying, and see what happens. So of course that made a lot fall over when we had extremely high winds. So I am going to come back in here and do some tying because I don't want them to snap. And there's something I wanted to talk about with that as well. I feel like I see this happen one too many times with gardeners when they have, say, one of the branches snap or whatever it may be. They're so quick to just like pull that plant up. Don't do that, like ever, because tomatoes put off so many suckers that we all know this, right? We prune them out. We even replant them to have another tomato plant. The sucker is a tomato plant. So if you have your main stock go down, I guarantee you got some suckers that are hanging on nice and strong that'll take right off. Once that big stock's gone, it'll put that energy in that sucker. And then next thing you know, you got the same size tomato plant you had like a week ago. So never pull your plants. I feel like there's a lot of premature pulling up any plant if there's any sign of issues that are going on or damage. I promise y'all, they can heal themselves just like we can heal ourselves. So give them a chance. Give them a chance before you do any kind of pulling. However, we can't help them out and tie them up. So that's what I need to get doing right now. All right, everybody is tied up and happy once again. I just stinking love this bed. Look, we got some blushing going on. Bring it on, tomatoes. Okay, now time to fix this corn. Okay, the garden's happy, but I wanted to show you all something. So look how far down I cut this comfrey, me and Jim did yesterday. We cut it almost all the way down because that's what we use for our salves. And so it's drying. I guarantee you all, in a week, it'll look like we never touched it. This is the most prolific growing thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, garden is once again happy. I am on vacation. And so now we've got to go get some things to make sure when we leave, everything will be okay here. So we got to hit up the Road King and we got to hit up the Baghdad. All right, we are back from the store and all that stuff. The world's a little busy today here in Kentucky. Our governor just put a mandate in that you have to wear a mask now starting at 5 p.m. So I think a lot of people were out getting things they needed today. So it was very, very busy. But I got everything fixed this morning that you all saw. And now, again, Kentucky is Kansas, and we've got like crazy winds going on. So all my corn that I just fixed is now halfway laying over. Ain't much I can do about it right now until that wind stops. But I wanted to show you all this sunflower. Look at this thing. She's getting big. I know we didn't officially join the Haas Tools Challenge, but I think we're in. Or at least we'll have a piece of it. The only reason we didn't actually join is because I planted a bunch of sunflowers. The ones over there that are up that you all saw, volunteers, they're nothing specific, so I don't know what they were gonna do. In every bed that we have, we planted a sunflower in each corner. And Raylan and my mom were up here, they were helping do some weeding a while ago, and they had just sprouted. And it was right when Travis and them decided to do the Haas Tools Sunflower Challenge. And I was like, all right, we're good, we at least germinated so we can join. Well, they were weeding, I was watering. Then a couple days later, I looked around, I was like, where are my sunflowers? They had weeded them up, so I was like, well, there goes that. And I guess Jen said she weeded the pepper bed, so that's why those two are still there. But we will just be throwing ours in just like you all can. If you haven't checked it out, Haas is doing a sunflower challenge, like I mentioned. People like Cog Hill, Deep South Homestead, a few others, Alderman Homestead, I think, in it. They're doing the challenge. And so if you want to put your sunflower in, send it to Haas. Go to their Facebook page and post it on there and check it out, and you can see how big yours is. There's been some giant sunflowers. I am not sure what that big tall one is. I planted a bunch of different varieties. I'm like finger crossing that it's the teddy bear because I planted one of those. I just don't remember which bed I planted it in. But we'll see. It'll be exciting whatever it is. There's two still over there, and that one's in a raised bed. So it's at least 6 foot tall so far, and no head showing. So I think we still got plenty of growth to go. So yeah, so I mentioned that we are going on vacation. I know that doesn't seem like an ideal time to do so. Jen and I will probably do an actual video specifically around this, but I kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit. Whenever you go on vacation with homesteading, you want to make it whoever's holding down your fort as easy as possible for them. So like, we're not gonna make them milk. We're gonna put in the babies back in with the mamas and let them do that part for us. And you just wanna try to make sure that everything they need is easy for them to get to. So that's why I got extra feed. We got extra waterers, so they don't have to water as much as we do, which it'll benefit us in the long run. But just, if you do that, and because that's a big question we get, like, how do you get to do that? First off, we don't very often at all. But if you do, just really think of the people that are taking care of your farm, and we have some awesome people doing it. Brother-in-law Jed is, mom's gonna help out. Grandma Karen's watching Ellie, oh princess, because she can't be alone. And then Runaway Homestead, so Perry and Kim, they are going to help out in the evenings as well, so you'll get to see them. Make sure to check out their channel, it's Runaway Homestead, and I'm sure they'll probably shoot some footage while they're here. And I know we haven't got too much criticism, just a little, about going on a vacation during a time when it seems like COVID-19's kicking back up in gear. First off, y'all, it's never gone away. We didn't hear about it as much. There was other things going on in the world, and COVID-19 took a back seat. So it isn't like anything has technically changed. It's just now it's being talked about again more. So that's why there's a little bit more uptick that you're seeing, a little bit more fear. And what Jen and I have basically decided is to not live in fear. We do very good on isolating ourselves on this hillside, but we are not going to fear a sickness. We are going to protect ourselves, and we're going to make sure that we do all the right things to keep ourselves healthy and clean, but we are not going to fear. And that's as simple as I can say it. You don't have to agree with that. We support anyone that wants to stay home, wants to, completely prevent themselves from getting it. However, I know every case is different. My 87-year-old grandfather had it, had 0 symptoms, and a nursing home that's full of it. So that's interesting. And We're just not gonna fear no more, y'all. We're just not going to. We're still gonna be social distancing because we always stay on this hillside, but we're definitely not gonna change anything when it comes to vacation or having people over. We got Wyatt's birthday party that's gonna be on Saturday. I think you all will see this on Saturday. We haven't canceled anything, so I understand. Play it safe if you want to. Just understand that you don't have to live in fear. It's always gonna be around. I think we need to get used to hearing its name and knowing it's here. So be safe, but don't fear. Relax, love your family, enjoy yourself, and do what you feel is right is the main thing. I'll tell you one thing, when we get back, there's gonna be a lot of red tomatoes. We've done told everybody that comes they could have whatever they wanted if they were ripened, because we are going to be harvesting some already. Mr. Dad Sunset's probably going inside with me before we get done here. Okay, y'all, well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm happy that we were finally able to give an update on Pieces, the pig. I think we did it on one of our live shows, but I don't think we had actually put it in a video. So, y'all gonna stay on guard with us the whole time, and at some point she will have piglets. Like I said, she has missed that window from when we got her to be pregnant. Even if it was on the last day that we got her, she still has passed by that window quite a bit. So, she had to get pregnant here. We know that that has to be fact. They were together way too long for it not to happen. Now, just narrowing down that day will be difficult. We know there's pregnancy tests that you can give pigs. Her and I, she lets me touch her, but very little. So I don't know how well we would be able to catch some urine from Miss Pieces and do some kind of pregnancy test. Maybe the next round when she's really getting closer. But we'll see what happens. Stay on guard for that. Yeah, it's birthday time. We are on vacation mode and birthday time. Wyatt's birthday is the 11th, mine's the 17th. We're gonna get out of town for a little while. You all should still be getting plenty of videos. Our goal is to shoot also while we're down there. And then you should still have another one or two that's from here. But we love you all. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you do below, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.